Hi everyone, my name is Karen and this is Chosen and Precious Farm. In today's video we are out in my garden. I have a lot of things planted, but the main topic that I want to talk about right now is what's happening with my tomatoes. Now I did a little bit of research, not a lot to be honest. I don't know exactly the reason why my tomatoes are ending up like this, but I've been going out into my tomato garden, taking a look at them, and a lot of my tomatoes have what's called blossom end rot. From a brief search online, I discovered that it's due to a calcium deficiency from either lack of water or whatever. I honestly have no idea why it's actually happening, but the majority of my tomatoes do end up with this blossom end rot. So I have been giving my chickens, which are next to my garden over here, a lot of those tomatoes that are not fully rotted or anything like that. They're just perfectly fine for them to have, but it is quite a letdown as far as tomatoes that I would want to bring into my house and conserve and stuff like that. But before I get into showing you those tomatoes, I will show you the rest of my garden. It is what you see behind me here and a little bit more towards that way. Sorry, I have a killdeer. So my tomatoes are over here with my sunflowers, and then I have a few boxes over here with more stuff, and then I have a few garden what are these called? I'm blanking out on what these are called right now. Anyway, I have a few more of these. I have 3 rows that are like this on the ground, and then out of the boxes I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on the ground, and then this whole area here of the tomatoes. It's quite a big area. I didn't fill out the whole entire area. I'll show you here. So all of that behind me is the tomatoes and the sunflowers. Here are my tomato plants. These are the tomato varieties that I have planted. I have beefstock, Roma, Golden Jubilee, Black Crim. And they are all looking super good. I also did some pineapple San Marzano. Beautiful. And the ones that look the best, like look at this beauty, are the Cherokee purples and more black crim. But these Cherokee purples look amazing. I'm going to be planting them out here in rows. And then I do have extra space that I can garden all over this way. But because I have these raised beds, that's what they're called. Because I have these little raised beds, I have 3 of these on the ground that are like 20 feet long. And then I have the raised beds over here. It's quite a lot of space, and I am a new gardener, so for me it was a little overwhelming to plant everything out. Now, as I start learning and stuff, I'm sure I'll find things to put in these spots, but for right now, this whole section here is kind of empty. So let me just show you my tomatoes real quick, and then I will give you a whole overview of my garden. So here is the tomato section with my sunflowers. So because a lot of these are fine, but a lot of them are not, I don't know if it'll progress. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and pick my tomatoes even though they are still green. I know that they will ripen on my counter just fine, but I'm afraid that if I don't pick my tomatoes now, a lot more of them will end up having this end blossom rot, or they'll start rotting for some reason or the other. So I am going to go ahead and start picking my tomatoes now, and then whatever it is that does have end blossom rot, I'll just feed it to my chickens, feed it to my ducks, or whatever. So I'm gonna pick them. Okay, here's an overview of the garden. What I have is cabbage, broccoli and cauliflower, and then flowers. Right here I have sweet William flowers. If we go to the next one, I have strawberries here, a cup of flowers. There's a killdeer nest right there. And then the rest of these here are either watermelon or winter squash. I don't know, my husband planted these and he didn't tell me what they were. Then in the next aisle, we have chamomile, sunflower, another flower, and then again, these are either pumpkin or summer squash or watermelon. I don't know what they are. My husband planted them. Then we come to this one here. There's two different herbs. This one is lemon balm and this is peppermint. I have an elephant ear here. This is experimental. I know it is not time for onions, and I'm gonna see how they do throughout the rest of the summer and into the fall. So that is experimental. Over here I have carrots and zinnias that are getting destroyed by the beetles. But there you are. More chamomile. Another elephant. Here are my non-hot peppers. So I have regular bell peppers here, and then these are like the sweet eating peppers. Look at that, there's a million. Over here, these two are my hot peppers. They're still little. I think the heat has them a little not happy. Marigolds, and then this whole thing here is loofah. However, I have not a single fruit that has like popped up or anything. Like this. Where'd it go? Right there. See, I don't see any blossoms. There's no blossoms popping up, so none of the pollinators are coming to it. So anyway, I guess that's experimental as well. I have another elephant. And then here, there's cucumbers. These are beans. Another marigold that doesn't look that well. This is lavender, and these three are echinacea. Looking beautiful. And then this one is all flowers. To be honest, I don't know what all of them are. I know this one's a morning glory, a marigold. Those two were gifted to me and I don't remember at all what they are. And then I just did like a wild packet in the middle. These are summer squash. And then here is the rest of the garden, which is pretty much all tomatoes and some flowers. Okay, and then what we came here for. These are the tomatoes that I ended up getting. This is what looked like it could be ready to be picked, but it's not quite ripe yet. Some of them were starting to get ripe, but they're yellowing, they're like white, so these will ripen just fine in my house. And then these are all the ones that have the end blossom rot, or I found like a creature in it. This one looks so pretty, but look, she's rotted on the bottom. So that's the bucket. I left a bunch of fruit on the actual plants because a lot of these looked just fine, and I don't know, I kind of wanted to give it a chance before I continued to just pick and pick and pick. So a lot of these are still fine. They didn't look like they were rotting or anything. I went ahead and took some time to tie up some of the vines to the trellis. And I mean, they look beautiful, so nothing on the bottom. So I'm gonna leave these be, see what happens. So I'm gonna take these inside and I'm gonna show you where I'm gonna put them. Okay, so I have set up a towel right here and I'm just gonna put them all here. Some of these have little marks, but it's like dirt. I decided to taste the pepper. It's not a sweet pepper. It's quite hot, actually. So, I don't know what pepper this is. Anybody knows? Tell me. All right, that's what I have. Thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you for following along. There are more videos at the end towards the end. I've tagged more videos, so just click on those if you want to keep on watching our channel. Thank you so much for joining us. God bless you. Bye.
Once again, thank you for watching. If you'd like to see more of us, there are some videos here you can click. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell notification so that you are notified whenever we upload our next video. God bless.